Hi everyone, welcome to Make a Move with Jess. I am a registered kinesiologist and I started this series to provide exercise videos for people who may be looking for a more low impact option for exercise, whether that be older adults or 55 plus or beginners to exercise. For today's workout, we're going to do a lower body workout and we are going to be doing it standing. So if you do need a chair or a support beside you to help you with balance, then please do so. If you are looking for a seated option for a lower body workout, you can check out my video here that I will put somewhere on the screen and link below, and you can do that seated version of a lower body workout. So today we are going to be focusing on and strengthening our lower body or our legs as well. And if you do want to incorporate some weights, you can have some light weights or an object around your home that you can use if you'd like to add a little bit more resistance. And if not, you can just use your body weight without any added weight. Make sure you do go at your own pace and listen to your body. If you do need to slow down some of the exercises, especially if you are using a support for balance and you need to take it a little bit slower, please do so. And just make sure that you know your limits for exercise. So make sure you have on something comfortable, you grab some water, you grab some weights if you want to incorporate that, or you grab a support for balance if you need it, and you can stand up and we will get started. Alright, so before we get into the strength portion, I'm going to give you a mini little workout to get the blood flowing, to get your legs moving. So we're going to stand up and start with a march, standing up nice and tall, and we're just going to lift those knees, pumping with those arms. One arm and leg out to the side. Slow this down if you need to. Down to the station where you lived when we were school kids. Hey, the rails are caught now, and I am. All right, take it back to that march. Fools in a spiral round this town of steel. My body tells me no. All right, we're gonna bring those feet in and we're gonna step it out. So we're gonna go out, out, in, out, out, in. So we're still marching, lifting those knees. Make sure you're standing up nice and tall. My feet are stepping out one at a time and back in. 'Cause I want more. Stop. The train is riding down to the station where I live. All right, we're going to tap one heel out at a time. If you want to add upper body to get that heart rate up even more, we're just going to reach out each time. Good, now we're going to tap your toe. Good, take it back to a big march. My body tells me no, but I won't quit, 'cause I want more, 'cause I want more. It rides me out of town. All right, bring those feet out a little bit wide. We're just gonna have our hands out to the side or holding on to a support or a chair if you need to, or the hands are on the hips, and we can slowly bring our weight into each leg. Good, so trying to stay up nice and tall and just really slowly pressing your weight into each leg. reaching to each side, making sure you're not too off balance. If you do feel like you're off balance, hold on to a chair.
It's my world, it's my world. His eyes are open, his eyes are open. Oh, 'cause I want more, I want more. His eyes are open.
Last one. Excellent. Bring those feet back in. Give me a little shake. Take a nice deep breath. And exhale. All right, just a little mini warm-up today, but if you do want a full warm-up and some more warm-up and cardio moves, you can check out a video that I've done on that, which I will link below. All right, so we are actually just going to start with body weight. If you really do want to use your weights, then you can add them right away. I'm going to start with some body weight just to keep my body warming up before I add resistance. So we're going to start with our feet about hip width apart or a little bit wider if you need to. You can also have your toes very slightly outward, whatever feels the most comfortable for you. So we are going to go into a squat. So these are just air squats. Again, if you do require balance to go down to the squat, I would recommend holding onto a chair or something in front of you or onto the side. So when we do our squat, we want to think of our hips going backwards. So we want to really be hinging at our hips and sending our bum all the way back as we bend our knees. Okay, now if I show you from the side, I really want your weight to be in your heels. Now you don't have to go as low as me and standing up. You can even just go into a mini squat if you would rather do this, okay? So you're just going as low as you're comfortable. You can have your hands out in front of you on your hips, clasped in front of you, or of course holding on to a support. So let's keep going into those squats. Here we go.
Spread a little happiness, spread a little bit of happiness.
Good, making sure that weight is in your heels and you're sending your butt to the back, keeping your upper body nice and tall.
To sing sad song.
Let's give me two more.
To sing sad song.
Last one.
Yeah.
Excellent. Shake out those legs. Give me a nice big breath. And exhale. Awesome. The next movement that we're going to go into is hamstring curls. So if you want, I'm going to face my chair and just have it there for balance. But of course, you can just do this standing without a chair. And you're going to just bring one foot behind you. So what we want to do is keep our upper body nice and tall, and we're going to think of bringing our heel up towards our bum and then slowly bringing it down. So let's go. One and down. Good, keep going. Good, feeling that muscle at the back of your leg here, our hamstrings working. Excellent, switch legs, other foot goes behind. Curl it up.
When the water's right, then there's no dry land. Your brother cries for you to lend that helping hand. Oh, lend a helping hand, yeah. Oh, you gotta look on the right side.
Excellent, shake that out. Perfect. Now, we are going to go back to our air squats. You're going to grab those weights if you'd like to add them, but if you'd rather hold onto your chair, then you can do that as well. So we're going to just hold each weight by our sides, and if you prefer, you can hold them together at your chest, or even just one weight. So we're going to come into that same position, toes slightly out if you need, nice and wide, and we're going to go down into that squat. Up nice and tall, here we go.
It's up to me and you. Spread a little happiness. Spread a little happiness. Come on, y'all. Look on the right side, never a better time. Look on the right side to make the sun shine. Look on the right side.
And rest. Excellent. You can put those weights weights back down. And right away we're gonna go back into those hamstring curls, starting with our first leg. Here we go, curl it up.
We spread a little happiness, spread a little love. Spread a little happiness, spread a little love. Whoa, it only takes.
Excellent, switching legs, here we go.
It'll be me now. When the world is cruel, turn your gray skies blue, and it's up to me and you. Oh, spread a little happiness. Yeah, to spread a little happiness.
Awesome job. Shake up those legs. All right, we are going to go into another movement. So I'd recommend having a chair to the side or a support if you do need for balance. So I'm going to use my outside leg, so my left leg first. And I'm going to stand up nice and tall. I'm going to start with stepping backwards with my left leg. So I'm going to step backwards and just bend into both of my legs at the same time. This doesn't have to be really, really deep. This can be as deep as you want. And then stretching my legs. Now you can step together in between and replace your foot every time, or you can keep your foot in the back if that's easier for you. So if I show you from the side, I'm bending into both of those legs, staying up nice and tall. Let's keep going. Here we go. Great job. Let's switch legs. Other one goes to the back. Here we go.
She was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. I said, don't mind, but what do you mean? I am the one who would dance on the floor and around. She said, I am the one who would dance on the floor and around. She told me her name.
Woo, good job. Shake out those legs. Give me a nice deep breath. And exhale. Excellent. Again, holding on to a chair if you need for balance. We are going to be going up onto our toes. So if you feel like you need something to hang on to, go for it. We are going to have our feet about a little bit smaller than hip width apart. You can have your hands on your hips or holding on to something. Make sure your feet are nice and even and you're up nice and tall. We're raising up onto our toes and slowly coming down. Good. So you can see why it's a little bit of a balance act. Really try to squeeze your core to help you balance. Focus on something in front of you. Let's keep going.
The chair is not my son. She says I am the one, but the chair is not my son. For 40 days and 40 nights, I was on the side. But who can stand when she's in demand? Her schemes and plans. Go and dance.
Excellent job. Shake that out. And we are going to go back to those backward lunges. Now, if you do want to hold on to your weights at your sides for this lunge, you can. But if you feel like you kind of need the support for balance, then I recommend doing that. All right, so I'm going to start with my first leg backward. Here we go.
Like mine. Go and dance on the floor in the round, babe. People always told me, be careful what you do. Don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. Don't break no you. But she came and stood right by me. Just a smell of sweet perfume. I guess habit was.
Excellent. Shake that out, and we're going to switch legs. Other one goes to the back. Here we go.
My lover, she's just a girl who claims that I am the one, but the kid is not my son. Be the genius, my lover. She's just a girl who claims that I.
Shake that out. Putting those weights down, shake out those legs. And we're gonna go back up into those calf raises. So get those feet a little bit apart, hands on your hips or on a support. Here we go. squeeze those calf muscles up at the top, squeeze your entire lower body, and make sure you control it as you go down. Excellent, shake that out. All right, next movement, you might want to hold on to something off to the side. We're gonna stand up nice and tall with our outside leg. I'm just gonna have my hand on my hip. I'm just going to pull up nice and tall in both of my hips, and I'm just gonna slightly raise that leg about 45 degrees and then slowly lower it down. So make sure you're not sitting into this supporting leg. You're up nice and tall, and that's only going about 45 degrees, and you're making sure it's nice and controlled the whole way through the movement. Keep going.
I got a new sensation. Perfect moments. But so impossible to refuse.
Excellent. We are going to do the other side. You can bring that support or turn around, but just so you can see me, I'm going to just move over. Here we go.
And the sun comes like a god into our room. All perfect light and promises. Gotta hold on to new sensation. New sensation right now. It's gonna take you on new sensation.
Excellent. Shake out those legs. All right, the next movement that we are going to do is similar to when we did our hamstring curl earlier. So we're gonna face our support if you're using one, and we are gonna have one leg to the back, standing up nice and tall. This time, instead of curling and bending our knee, we're actually gonna keep our whole leg straight and think of your heel going straight up to the ceiling. So it's gonna look like this, a lift and a lower. It's very small. You want to avoid trying to overarch your back or leaning forward as you do this movement. So that's why it helps to hold on to something and just think of focusing on the heel lifting straight up to the ceiling. So this is not only getting into our hamstring, but it's also getting into our glutes. Okay, keep going.
Hey, are you ready for a new sensation? New sensation right now.
Two more.
Gonna take you on new sensation.
Excellent. We're gonna put the other leg behind, up nice and tall, lift that heel. Excellent. Shake it out. We are going to go back into one more set of those side raises and the move that we just did. So holding on to support if you need, up nice and tall, using that first outside leg, lifting outside 45 degrees out to the side.
We could do, they live forever. Oh, that's all we've got to do. Hey, now, I'm gonna take a new sensation. Right now, I gotta hold on.
Excellent. And turning around to use that support if you need, or just moving over like me, we're going to do the other leg. Here we go.
New sensation.
Last two. Great job. Shake that out. We're going to face our chair or your support if you need it. One more time. Putting one leg behind us, keeping that leg nice and straight, up nice and tall. Lift that heel to the ceiling. Here we go. Switching legs, here we go. Great job. Shake out those legs. Give me a nice big inhale and exhale. Great job, guys. If you would like, you can repeat this video one more time to give yourself a couple more sets of each of those exercises. But if you're feeling like that was a little bit difficult, you feel like that's good enough for today, then that is okay, especially if you are starting out or you're a beginner with exercise, or you've been home during the pandemic and it's been a little bit hard to exercise. Take it slow and progress slowly. If you want a nice stretch for after the strength workout, which I always recommend to stretch, you can see my cool down and stretch video below. And I hope that you enjoyed this little mini lower body workout and look forward to some more strength and other workout videos in the future. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you don't want to miss a video. And thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.